Hey there, this is Paul Burton at TWF Solutions, and if you're anything like me, you're too busy to remember that it's Mother's Day this Sunday, or too cheap to buy flowers. So here's a quick tip that we've created for you that can help you get out of being a cheap ass by using creativity. Okay, so what we're going to do is take this over here and fold corner to corner. Try and get it as neat as possible. And then we'll turn the paper over. You see these lines here? We're just going to fold corner up to the top along those lines. Do that on both sides. Okay, and then we're going to half those areas by folding back to the line that you just created. And do this again on both sides. So nice neat lines. Okay, so it should look like this. And now we open this out, and if you just get your fingers in between these areas and push them apart, you should get this effect where you can squash it down onto itself. Just lay that down over the top, press it down, do the both sides again. And you're over halfway there already. Now, we simply take the triangles that are sticking out and fold them back into the fold line that you already have there. Just creating little flaps in the top there. And then fold back up along the folds that you created earlier, and there you have it. That creates each of the 4 petals. Now you can see there that we've got a glue area. I'm going to use sticky back plastic. You can use glue, and we'll just peel this off. I hate peeling these things. Come on. Okay, so we finally got the peel off, and all we need to do is squash these 2 edges together, give it a pinch with your fingers, and there you have a beautiful flowery leaf. Now if you just stick your little finger down in between the outer 2 central parts, give it a bit of a pinch, and again on the other side, that just gives some shape and definition to the inside of the flowers, and it just makes it look very much more pretty. So that's the start, really. So next we'll move on to the stems of the flowers. Just clear this away. Okay, so if you printed out the sheets, you should have 4 of these. You only need 1 of them. And what we do is we fold it in half, and then fold to that line that you just created. And we're just going to repeat this process until we get what ends up being quite a sturdy stem to hold the weight of the flower. Oh, TWF logo, that says. Okay, so fold down here again. You see it's green on one side, white on the other. You want to keep the green facing the table or whatever you're folding on. Fold that in half again. And you'll see that the green starts wrapping around. This is because we didn't want to use up all of your green ink, so we printed some white area that we don't need to show. And there you go. Of course, I should mention that we don't actually have green ink. You usually mix it with yellow and blue. Folding in again. The more times you can do this, the sturdier it will be, but I think this will be the last time I'll be able to fold this one in. And then if you just turn it over and fold down the back edge, pinch it in. It will be quite stiff at this point, which is what you really want. just pinch it together, give it a nice good squeeze, and that will be a nice sturdy green stem for your flowers. So next thing we have to do is attach the flower petals together. So what you want to do is, you've created hopefully 4 of these flowers, and you'll see that there are an area there for glue and sticking. Well, all you do is line up the central lines together like this, and then just roll them together so that the glue ends up sticking. Now obviously with sticky back plastic it's easy. If you're using glue, you simply squash it together like this and hold it like this for a while until the glue is set. Again, repeat the process and you should end up with 4 of these beautiful flowers that you'll continue to stick together. So here's the 4 flowers stuck together. As you can see, it looks very beautiful. As you can see, we're advertising, of course we are. And now you can attach the stems. So all you do is just take the stem and try and slot it in between the flowers. It can be a bit tricky. Should be a lot easier than I'm making it look right now. There we go, slot it in, and if you give it just a little bit of a bend right there where your thumbs are, just bend it round like that. It just makes it look more flower-like. And if you create loads of these and put them in a vase, I'm sure your mums will be so impressed, because you've used creativity, and you know, people love creativity. And the other thing is, it didn't really cost you that much, did it? I mean, most of you probably printed this out at work. So there you have it, a Mother's Day flower, and I think we've saved some people some hassle. Cheerio!